From Los Angeles to a worldwide audience, this is Boaz Power TV, where we take your life to the next level. Now, internationally known speaker and author, here's Boaz.
Hi, welcome to the Power Show. You are part of the Power Nation, and I'm so delighted that you're here, because here we help you to improve your attitude, your relationships, your finances, and your career. This is episode number 71 on Boaz Power TV, and I call this one, He's America's Mayor. I first wrote this in March of 2003. So the fall of 2001, as all of us know, was about to complete 6 highly productive years in this person's life as the 107th mayor of New York City. And in fact, he had been one of the most effective mayors the city had ever had. Then on September 11th, as we all know, in 2001, after the terrorist attack on the World Trade Center, Rudolph Giuliani became the most famous mayor in the world as he played an unwanted role in history. So as a spokesman for the aftermath of one of the most horrific events of the 21st century, Giuliani exhibited what I believe is an incredible sense of calm, determination, compassion, and leadership that he won the hearts of millions of people worldwide. And in 2002, he completed an amazing book that I've read, and I want to recommend it to you. It is so powerful. It's called Leadership, just plain leadership. It describes leadership skills that Giuliani developed throughout his career and that can be used successfully by anyone who has to run anything, including you and me. His leadership training began as a youngster in New York. He learned from his father's boxing lessons the importance of staying calm while facing an attack and the need to stand up to bullies. His mother instilled in him a love for reading. That grew into determination to master new subjects. He earned his law degree, and then Giuliani subsequently became a federal attorney. Taking on mob families, giants in business, and famous figures, he became the best-known law enforcement figure in America since J. Edgar Hoover. He took on causes that were not popular, some quite dangerous, but he forged ahead and worked with it. In 1993, that's when he was elected to being mayor of New York City, inherited a city that at that time was ravaged by crime and crippled by an inability to serve its citizens. His accomplishments during his 6-year tenure as mayor were legendary. Thus, the book Leadership is filled with powerful ideas that are proven in their effectiveness. In a chapter entitled First Things First, Giuliani states that since 1981, he began every morning, and boy, there's a great lesson here, with a meeting of his top staff. The idea was to get as much work as possible out of the way in the first hour of the day. I want to repeat that because I believe that could help you and me. The idea was to get as much work as possible out of the way during the first hour of the day. By the way, if you're running a business or you go to work every day, may I suggest don't go through your emails the first hour. Set that up to do later in the morning. First, look at your top priorities and do as much as you can during the first hour. Boy, could that change our lives for the better? I think it could. The morning meeting, he said, was the core of my approach to managing. It kept me accountable. The morning meeting was where the chief executive was responsible and could hold everybody else responsible too. On the topic of problem solving, Giuliani states in the book, one of the best lessons a leader can communicate to his or her staff is that encountering problems is to be expected. We all have problems, but failing to mention problems, or worse, covering them up, should not be tolerated. Giuliani talks about recognition as a powerful leadership tool, and I agree totally. Dale Carnegie, in the book How to Win Friends and Influence People, said, be hearty in your approbation and lavish in your praise. Hearty in your approbation and lavish in your praise. So he talked about recognition as a powerful leadership tool. And he said, one of the best parts of being mayor, really of any leadership role, is getting the chance to let people know how much their work means to you. You know, appreciating people and letting them know how much their work means to you is a great tool to help people to strive to do better. The value of small victories early on is immense because it gives people hope. Giuliani states, whenever I started a new endeavor, I looked to have a clear, decisive victory as early as I could. Isn't this a great clue? It needn't have been a large initiative, and in fact was usually better if the problem was small enough so that it was really understood and yielded, a simple solution. In discussing preparation, action, and follow-through as elements of leadership, Giuliani in the book states, I realized that preparation, thus eliminating the need to make assumptions, was the single most important key to success. Preparation, a key to success, no matter what the field. Leaders may possess brilliance, extraordinary vision, fate, even luck. Those help. But no one, no matter how gifted, can perform without careful preparation, thoughtful experiment, and determined follow-through. Let me repeat that because that's so important. No one, no matter how gifted, can perform without careful preparation, thoughtful experiment, and determined follow-through. Do you all realize that a postage stamp is totally judged by its ability to stick to the job until it's done? Hello. Whether things work out good or bad, he said, leaders take responsibility. He states, the two-word sign on my desk genuinely summarizes my whole philosophy. I'm responsible. I'm responsible. What if we all took that? Hey, it works. In a chapter entitled Surround Yourself with Great People, Giuliani writes, the first part of choosing great people is to analyze your own strengths and weaknesses. That gives you an idea where your needs are the greatest. The goal is to balance your weaknesses with the strengths of others, then to evaluate the team overall. A mark of leadership is how one faces failures and disappointments, Giuliani said in the book. On that topic, he writes, when a trial I was prosecuting went wrong, or when some strategy failed while I was mayor, or somebody made a mistake or said something people misunderstood, I would think of baseball and how even the best hitters fail 2 out of 3 times. 2 out of 3 times. The greatest pitchers lose some games and lose badly. These are important skills to be learned from picking yourself up after something goes wrong to keep moving ahead without letting it throw you off course. So I highly recommend this book on leadership by Rudolph Giuliani, especially because of the following. Sometimes the leader has to be optimistic simply because if he isn't, nobody else will be. And you've got at least to try to fight back, no matter how daunting the odds. Let me repeat part of that because it is so very, very good. Sometimes the leader has to be optimistic simply because if he isn't, nobody else will be. Remember, the group runs at the speed of the leader, and as far as I am concerned, you are a leader. So here's an affirmation for you for this episode of Boaz Power TV. I gravitate toward optimism and make a great effort no matter what the odds are. Let me repeat that. I gravitate toward optimism and make a great effort no matter what the odds are. Thank you for joining me. If you like these messages, and many people around the world find them to be very, very beneficial, please suggest to 5 people you know to go to my website, boazpower.com, and have them subscribe to my weekly broadcast. It is free, and maybe we can help them to also find more leadership skills that they already have. You are special, you are unique, you are destined for greatness. I believe in you because you are a champion. Have a powerful day.
This has been Boaz Power TV. To comment, see other episodes, or to subscribe to this free broadcast, go to our blog at boazpower.com. That's boazpower.com. We're here to take your life to the next level.